And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here, Lucas from Mars, back with another episode of this MLB The Show 22 custom franchise and custom league here. And we have some more debuts for some key players and some key draft picks here in this episode, as this is the farm system for the Phoenix Scorpions here, and we're taking a look at a couple of their top draft picks from last year. One of them is Dave Franco. I believe he was their second or their third round pick in this draft. He's an outfielder here, 21 years old and really good, well-rounded hitting ratings already. At 8 potential, 65 overall, 67 fielding, 45 arm, and 42 accuracy. Those stats are a little bit low, but 53 contact, both versus lefties and righties. I mean, those contact ratings are really good for him. I think he's going to be ready to play and be in the majors in just a couple of years' time. But this is their top draft pick. He was Luis Rios. Not sure where exactly he was taken, but I'm pretty sure Luis Rios was a top 5 draft pick in this draft. And he has 99 potential. He's the highest potential guy from last year's draft class, and he's a 67 overall already. 62, 58 contact ratings, 55 vision, 49 discipline. His fielding is already pretty good at 64, 65, 54, and 53 on those ratings there. And he's 21 years old. I mean, Luis Rios, this guy should be developing very, very quickly in this franchise. He should be ready to play in just a couple of years' time. I'm really looking forward to seeing him be in the majors very soon. And then they also have Damian Colon, who was not a draft pick from last year, but a guy in their farm system. He was 18 last year. He's 19 now. And, he's only a 60 overall, but honestly, he's pretty close to being MLB ready for me. He's got great contact ratings at 61, 78 vision, 69 discipline, and 53 clutch. I mean, the power, not there for him yet. The fielding is a little bit low for him, and that's the reason that he's being dragged down all the way to his 60 overall right now, was because his fielding is just not that great at the moment. But honestly, he's only probably a couple of years away. He's really close to being Major League ready in my book. And Luis Rios right now the 17th overall prospect in terms of that top 50 prospect ratings list there. Surprised that Dave Franco wasn't on the top 50 in the majors. He probably will be as soon as, because some of the guys on that list are in the majors and will not be rookies in a little bit in their season. But here's Dave Franco for his first at-bat here in this game. And he's facing David Parkinson. He's the pitcher in this one. That one misses here as the count is 2-2 to Franco here. That one is going to miss as well, down below the zone. So the count full on Franco here. Here's the 3-2 pitch. It's a four-seam fastball that Franco takes and drives to left field. And it's over the wall and gone. Dave Franco in his first professional at-bat gets a home run. That's a way to start out your professional career. How about that? A homer here, and that was not a great pitch there on 3-2. I mean, that's a fastball right in his wheelhouse towards the upper part of the zone, and he got all of this pitch and drove it over the wall. 368 feet on the distance there. That's a Major League type home run. What a swing right there from Franco. Here's Damian Colon, his first at-bat of this season here. And a 3-1 to him here. That four-seamer does clip the strike zone for strike 2. Now the count is full to him as well here. As that's a changeup, swing and a miss for strike 3. Out number 2 in the inning. And here now is Luis Rios. Dave Franco right now leading off for this Wichita team, as that's a ground ball to the third baseman, over to first in time to end the inning. But that is, and I don't know why they're showing Robert Duggar there. He clearly did not hit the home run. Dave Franco did. Big swing for number 10. Sorry about my voice. It might sound a little bit weird here today, and might just sound a little bit scratchy. I've had a cough for like the last week or something. Is really annoying and frustrating. I hope and pray that it goes away. But yeah, my voice is not 100% right now at the moment, so we'll see what happens to it here later on in this recording. But hopefully I can get through it here. But just apologize for that. And my voice is not 100%, but there's a fly ball, shallow center field. That's going to be a base hit here, and Dave Franco is all the way around third and going home. He went to third base on the single here, and then a throwing error, trying to get the ball back into the infield, brings him all the way to the plate as he misses the cutoff man here, and it goes all the way to the backstop. So it's now 2-0. How about that play right there? And that is one of the other things that Dave Franco is excellent at, and one of the other reasons I'm super excited for him in the majors. He's got 94 speed, I believe, or 92 speed. He is a super fast player, and so he can get from home to first in no time. He's going to be able to steal some bases, I think, for sure, as that one is missing, and it's now 3-0. And, Perkinson has not been that great in this game. He struggled at times, for sure. Rios now going to take this 3-1 pitch. He drives a 4-seam fastball into the outfield, and it's going to fall in for a base hit, and only getting the third. Getting the third there is that runner he had to kind of hold up and wait to see if that ball was going to drop or not in the outfield. But Luis Rios has got his first professional hit right there. So now men on the corners with one man out. An 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball. Pretty deep right field here. That one is caught, tagging up, or left field actually, and tagging up on third base and scoring is the guy that was at third base. So Wichita will score again, up 3-0 now. So now here is the number 6 hitter, as the fly ball. Center fielder there is going to get underneath it, though. He makes the catch, ends the third inning, and we're going to go to the top of the fourth now. Jose Franco out the plate. He got hit by a pitch last time up, and of course he had the home run in the first inning. He's got 2 men on here with 1 man out, but he's going to pop this one up. Shallow outfield into right, and that one is caught. That is going to be an unproductive out, and we simulated Vargas's at bat. He's going to come through with a base hit right there, actually, and drive home another run. So it's 4-0 now. Damien Colon is at the dish again. He is 0 for 2 in the game so far, and he's going to swing at a slider that is way inside and pop it straight back up to the pitcher for the out. So that'll end the top of the fourth. Now we're in the top of the fifth inning here. Luis Rios is back up again for his third plate appearance in this game, leading off the fifth. And that's a 4-seam fastball that he's going to drill into left field. That pitch was kind of right down the middle, and Rios takes it back into the outfield for his second hit of the game.
Number 23.
And you see where this pitch was located, and yeah, that's not a good location right there by Feltner. That one was right down the middle of the plate now. There is a swing and a miss at a pitch way in the dirt to the hitter there, and that one is a strikeout. That's a big one. Big out right there. Now there's 2 down in the inning. And here's Ben DeLuzio. That's a fly ball on a slider. That was a good location. I mean, below the knee is, that one is caught out there in right field. And that'll end the top of the fifth. So halfway home in this game, and it's a 4-0 lead. The pitching right now for Wichita has been incredible. And here is Dave Franco up again. We're going to look at that swing and that home run one more time here on Show Vision. See where that one landed out exactly out there in right. Well, here is a 1-0 to Franco. It's a fly ball, and it's hit pretty well, but Bouchard is there to make that catch and get the second out of the inning. So we'll see if Colon will come up again in this 6th inning here. He's getting another at-bat, and so far not a successful start to his season right now. He's 0 for 3 at this point here, looking for hit number 1 in this season. He's got 2 on, 2 out. A hit right here would probably score a run. And there's a line drive, but it's right to the second baseman. That's caught for the out, and that is kind of unfortunate there. Damien Colon kind of, he hit the ball well, but this doesn't find any outfield grass. Now Luis Rios is up again, and he's going to hit this ball well. I mean, 3 out of 4 at-bats. He, got a couple of singles, and he hit the ball pretty well. That one, though, to center field and caught for the out to begin the 7th inning. So we're here in the quick manage here, and there's a walk. Man on. That's a base hit for Max Moroff. Now Jake Studdleson is at the plate here. We're going to try for a sac fly. We get it. So it's now a 4-3 game as they're going to go to the bullpen here, go for a pitching change, and Chester Pimentel is going to give up a double. And now, I mean, the Hooks had nothing going on offense all game long. Now they're all of a sudden only down by a run with a runner in scoring position. There's a ground ball to Luis Rios. He's got it and takes care of it. A good throw and a good stop to get the out right there. So the Wichita Storm Chasers will hold on to their lead. They're up 4-3 still. Actually, there might be the Wind Surge. I think that's what the name of their team is. And because of the speed there of Dave Franco, he's able to beat that out, and that's an infield single for him. Second hit of the day for him in this one, as Jeremy Vargas is having a great game. 3 for 4. Now he's going to get on base again with a walk. So there is 2 men on and nobody out for Damien Colon, who is 0 for 4 so far in this game today. Looking to turn around his luck right here with this swing. There's a line drive, but it is right to the left fielder. Man, another ball by Colon hit pretty well, but doesn't go anywhere, and is going to be recorded for an out.
Third baseman, Luis Rios.
So now, here's Luis Rios up again. 2 for 4 on the day. 1-2 count to him right here. That's a 4-seam fastball at the knees for strike 3. And that's an actually excellent location by Paul Campo right here. Man, that's a good pitch on 2 strikes. Not a lot that Rios could do with that. And now Wichita's in danger of kind of whiffing on this opportunity here to extend the lead, as that's a fastball swung on, flown into the outfield. It's still ranging back. He is a left fielder, but he does make the catch to retire the side. So they get 2 men on, nobody out. They can't score in that scenario, and a 1-run lead. They're going to hope it's enough in this game. Justin Brule is going to come on and try and close this game out for Wichita here. And he's actually had some time in the majors in his professional career here, as there's a line drive. That one stopped by Rios, and the throw to first base is in time. What a play here by Luis Rios. Diving stop, able to pick the ball up and make a throw across the diamond to get the out. That is a major league type play right there. Huge play. Now they're down to their last strike here. Cherryvon Newton's going to line it to second base, and it's caught for the final out. And Wichita wins here. They take their season opener here in Double-A, and we saw some good offense and some good defense from these draft picks in this game and in this episode here. As the Wind Surge, I mean, they got up to a 4-0 lead, and they were able to hold on in this one. And Dave Franco and Luis Rios, 2 of those draft picks that we were wanting to key on and focus on in this game, actually had really good games today in this one, as they both had multiple hits. In this one, Damien Colon didn't really do that much and didn't really do very well. But, I mean, overall, a good episode, or a good game to showcase some of these draft picks for you. As we saw Dave Franco go 2 for 4 with the home run in this one. And look at the Wind Surge here. That's what their team name is. And looking at their team here, you got Dave Franco 2 for 4, had a home run and an RBI, and a couple of runs scored. He came home on an error as well in this game. Vargas was 3 for 4. He had a good day with an RBI as well. And then you look at Rios here. He was 2 for 5 in this game. Damien Colon was 0 for 5, unfortunately. But Luis Rios had a couple of hits in this one as well. And we don't really care about the pitching that much. I mean, there's not anybody prospect-wise to focus on there. But the pitching for Wichita was pretty decent. I mean, Duggar gave up 2 runs in 6 innings, a good start for him. Appleton did give up a run in this game out of the bullpen, but Brew got the save overall, pitched pretty well. And then Corpus Christi, I mean, nobody really important to focus on for them in this Double-A team. Not an amazing farm system here. I mean, Von Newton does have big potential, but he is very low rated right now. He does not have a lot of stats to look forward to. So that is that one game there. And now we're going to move on to another one here. We have 2 or 3 of these Double-A games to showcase for you. And we're in the Double-A farm system for the Winnipeg Wizards here. And this is actually the Double-A farm system for the Columbus Cardinals right now. This farm system is actually really solid, and headlining it is Nolan Gorman. I know he's in the major leagues in real life right now, but in this game, he's pretty close to being major league ready. He's 22 years of age, 66 overall. He's got some really good ratings there. And then Jordan Walker, who is also in the major leagues right now for the Cardinals in real life, but 20 years old in this game, and I really like where his hitting ratings are at. I mean, he's a low overall, only a 63 overall, probably because his defense isn't the greatest right now. He's got good arm, but his fielding isn't great, but has decent power at 53 and 55. The vision is a little bit low, 439 vision, but I really like where his stats are at. I think he's really close to being in the majors. And same thing with James Wood, who this team actually acquired in a trade last year. His defensive ratings are awesome. Right now, his vision is still really low at only 23 overall. I mean, 23 rating there. That's one of his ratings that he's got to improve. And then Shea Langolier, this is a guy that we're probably going to see in the major leagues at some point this season, honestly, for the Columbus Cardinals. And I like where his hitting ratings are at. So the farm system there is pretty deep for the Cardinals. And you go back to the Wizards here, and I don't know when they actually drafted Steven Richardson, what round pick he was, but he's a B potential guy, 18 years old, and 70 overall. I think he's a mid-B potential pitcher, but he's already a 73 overall, and he's only 18. I really like his per nines, his walk per nine at 67, a K per nine at 65. Those are 2 really, really good ratings for him. So his ratings are really good, really solid. And, we'll see what he does in Double-A this season, but I want to focus in on him this year. And he's going to come out for his first major league innings. He's a taller, more lanky pitcher there, and I didn't actually see what his, his velocity and that kind of stuff looks like for him. But, 6'5" and 180 pounds, and only 18 years of age, but he's got a good beard. Beautiful beard win for Steven Richardson. But he's facing, we're reading here, he's facing the Fighting Phils in Double-A right now. And this is his first appearance, his first at-bat. His first at-bat as a pro. And that's a ground ball. That's a great bunt. Wow, that was, I mean, a perfectly laid bunt right there by Weimer. And nothing that the infielders here could do. Nobody even picked it up for a while. And nobody knew who his ball it really was, as Jack Geloff just kind of ran right over the ball there. But now that's a pitch nearly in the zone. That one was just missing for ball number 2. And you see that 4-seam fastball, it goes up to 95 miles an hour, but kind of sitting in the low to mid 90s with that pitch. It looks like there's a splitter that he throws here, 86 mile an hour pitch. That one will fall into the outfield, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. They are going to send the runner. Weimer's going across third base, and he's going home, and he's going to get there safely. So 2 batters in, and Steven Richardson has allowed his first run here in the pros. As that one was swung on him. He is hitting in a perfect location right there in the outfield and falling right in between the 2 outfielders, as that's a swing and a miss for strike 1. I didn't show you his stats going into this game. Wes Kath also is a guy with high beat potential and is also a guy that I would consider as a top prospect for this team. He is going to pop up, though, here in the infield, and it looks like the first baseman is going to catch this one and take care of it for the outs. And, I mean, I didn't show you some of the prospects. Portland does have Zach Geloff, and they have another top prospect who I'm blanking on his name right now at the moment. But they do have a couple of guys that are, I would consider, pretty decent prospects for them on their team right now. But no draft picks from last year or anything. That's a ground ball. That's going to be stopped. And Nolan Gorman here, his first at-bat of this game, he's going to ground it out to first base. So here's Jordan Walker, a guy that I think is going to be making a AAA call-up at some point this year. If he plays well in AA, but he's going to swing and miss at a fastball there that was way up in the zone, and that's strike 3, the first major league strike, not the major league strikeout, but the first professional strikeout for Steven Richardson in his career right there on that pitch, as that's a ground ball. That one does get on through into left field for a single here to begin the top of the second inning. So a man on with nobody out for Zach Short, the number 7 hitter on this team, and he's going to now line this one into right field for another hit. So already the third hit allowed by Richardson in this game so far, and he's got some base runners to work around here in this inning, as that's a four-seam fastball. That's it pretty deep into center, but it does look like the center fielder is going to settle under it and make the play, and to third base goes the runner there, as he's going to tag up from second. So man on the corners, one man out. This is definitely a pickle here for Steven Richardson to try and work himself out of in this scenario, and looking for a big out. Does not want to allow that run to come home. That's a swing and a miss on a four-seamer there at 93. Kind of pumped it by him right there. David Hensley here. Big spot early on in this game. Looking to add on to their 1-0 lead. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And that's a four-seamer, 95, swing and a miss. And exactly what Steven Richardson had needed right there was a strikeout, and he got it. Huge out right there. Now 2 down in the inning. Now Joey Larmer is going to have to come through with a base hit to score the run. And he will, actually. That's a line drive. That's going to fall in. And Jerry and Weimer here, his second hit of the game, and that one brings home a run. So Reading is up 2-0. And not a great location there by Richardson. That ball caught a little bit too much of the plate there. So it's now 2-0. 4 hits now for Richardson giving up. There's a fly ball, and that one is caught there on a line in the outfield. It's brought in for the out. So they do get another run in that inning, but Brian De La Rosa cranks a 2-run homer, and we are tied up at like that. So, I mean, getting in some run support, that is going to hopefully help settle Steven Richardson into this ball game. And here's Wes Calf up again for his second at bat. And there's a ground ball. That's a slider that is poked to second base, and that's a easy routine ground out there for out number 1. Well, here's Nolan Gorman, his second at bat of the game. The 3-2 to him. A slider swung on and missed. Beautiful pitch right there. That's maybe Richardson's best pitch of the night. I mean, that was just a filthy off-speed pitch right there. Let's look at this pitch sequence, and I really like these pitch locations, man. Nothing really to give the batter there. Nolan Gorman had nothing to hit in that at-bat, and finishes it off with a great off-speed pitch. There's another great off-speed pitch right there to Jordan Walker. Struck out his first time up. Now has 2 strikes on him here in this at-bat. And that's a four-seamer. Swung on and missed. So, wow, Richardson gets back-to-back Ks to in the bottom of the, or in the top of the third inning. And that was his best inning yet in this game. Jordan Walker down on strikes for the second time today. So now we're in the top of the 4th inning. Here is Jacob Gatewood at the plate here. And he is going to swing and miss. Wow, 3 in a row now for Steven Richardson in this game. And he's got, 4 or 5 strikeouts now total tonight. And, I mean, that four-seam fastball, the first pitch of the at-bat was the most hittable one. But every other pitch was pretty close and, right on the corner. I liked those locations there. And that's a fly ball. That one is caught in center field to end the top of the 4th inning. And, you know, a good couple of bounce-back innings here. The game is still tied at 2 apiece. Now 1-1. That pitch is on the corner for strike 3. Good pitch by Richardson there. Moves the count to 1-2. Richardson over 70 pitches now on the night. Here's the 1-2 to Michael, and that's a splitter! Swing and a miss. Hermosillo, I believe is how you'd say that last name. He goes down on strikes right there. Look at that off-speed pitch. That is filthy. Nothing the hitter can do on that one there. And now is Wes Kath up at the dish. There's a slider. That's a ground ball, and they're not going to have a play. I mean, that's a good throw to first base. But a little tiny chopper looks as like an infield. It looks like a bunt attempt almost. And Wes Kath is on base. So he's really the first prospect that we have showed off for the Fighting Phils that have been able to get on today against Steven Richardson. As that's a ground ball right back up the middle. And this time, Richardson has the play and has plenty of time to make it to end the top of the 5th inning. Also, Reading has 7 hits tonight, but they haven't had a lot of hits since the 2nd inning. Only 2 since the 2nd inning in this game, actually. And here's Jordan Walker at the plate right now. He's over 2. He struck out a couple of times. Let's see if he can make contact with it here. That's a fly ball. And it's hit pretty well, but it will be caught out there in the outfield for out number 1 in this inning. So here is Jake Gatewood, 1 for 2 on the day so far. That's a swing and a miss on a slider at the bottom of the zone. That's a great pitch right there. Now the count running to 2-2, and Richardson is getting tired apparently. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and a slider, swing and a miss. Man, what a pitch by Richardson. That's another strikeout, and I believe that's his 7th tonight of this game, I think. And, I mean, really has been pitching very well since the 2nd inning, honestly. And look at the location on those pitches, man. Those are some really located pitches. I really have been impressed with what he's been able to do after the 2nd inning in this ball game right now. As that's a ground ball to first base. That'll end the inning. And another scoreless frame. Mason Wynn. Okay, Mason Wynn is the other top prospect that this team has on their roster here. But we'll see if that was gonna is gonna be the end of the night for him here, and it looks like it is. So they're gonna take him out of the game here in a tie game, and unfortunately, that's a ground ball. That's gonna be an RBI. Unfortunately, he's not gonna get credit for the win. I should have stayed in this game to showcase, you know, these prospects for you a little bit more, but I wasn't really thinking about that. So that is my apologies. I should have done that. But Jake Gatewood gets a 3-run homer here in the 9th inning, and a home run by by Fletcher there. But I mean, 7-4. That's a big that 3-run home run kind of pushed the distance in this game a little bit too far. And the Fighting Phils are going to get a win here in their season opener and at AA. So we'll look at the stats and we'll see just how much these prospects here actually contributed to this win here for the Fighting Phils in this one. Kind of a lot of guys that are going to be making major league impacts pretty soon, I think, in this one. No decision for Steven Richardson in this game, but Wes Kath was 1 for 4. He did actually get an RBI in this one, and he's the only guy to get an RBI, actually. Nolan Gorman went 0 for 4 tonight. Jordan Walker went 1 for 5 with a couple of strikeouts. So, honestly, our prospects didn't do very well in this game. I mean, only 2 hits between those 3 guys that we really wanted to focus on there. But Gatewood got a 3-run home run that actually ended up being the difference in this game. And you look at the pitching there for the Fighting Phils. Elder went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. But you look at Portland here, and a couple of guys to really be focused in on were at the bottom of this team's batting order, and Mason Wynn and Zach Geloff. And only Mason Wynn had a hit out of those 2 guys. So, yeah, the prospects for Portland didn't do all that great either. But Steven Richardson in this game, 6 innings, finished with a 3 ERA, 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. But do keep in mind that 5 of those 7 hits he allowed in the first 2 innings of play in this game. So we only allowed 2 hits and no runs. And after the second inning, he pitched 4 more frames. So overall, really good outing for Steven Richardson. Excited to see what he does in the majors. So now we're going to move over to the to the Seattle Raptors AA farm system, and we have a couple of guys to highlight here. One of them is Robert Ross, who was his team's first round draft pick from last season, and he's 19 years of age and a pretty well-rounded skill set for him here, not necessarily elite in any one category. Though power versus lefties, though, at 62 is pretty impressive. But 47, 49 contact ratings, 48 power versus righties, 59 vision, 39 discipline. So I like where those hitting ratings are at. His fielding needs some work. His fielding isn't that great right now at the moment. And in other prospects to look forward to here, Nick Stedman is not a draft pick from last year, but I mean, this guy looks like he could be a really special catcher here in this farm system. And Travis d'Arnaud is this team's starting catcher right now, but he is going to be a free agent at the end of the year. So Nick Stedman is going to be probably this team's catcher next season. I mean, his contact ratings are awesome, 64, 59, 72 vision, and 59 discipline. He's got decent fielding there at 73, 85 reaction, 75 blocking. You know, his arm isn't necessarily the greatest, so he might not be excellent at throwing guys out at second base, but, I mean, those catcher ratings, those fielding ratings are honestly good enough that I do think that I would be comfortable having him catch in the majors. So I think he's a guy that I'm going to see. You know, he's going to start at AA, but he'll probably be called up to AAA if he does well. And a guy that is going to get a major league shot this year probably, and probably going to be a starter next year. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then Pedro Bautista is a B potential player here, higher B potential ratings, and has really good contact ratings for him. That's kind of about it for him, but you know, those contact ratings are really good in the upper 70s for him. So we got the Erie Seawolves and the Akron Rubber Ducks here in this game in the AA opener. And there is Nick Stedman here getting ready for his first at-bats and his first action of this 2023 campaign, as Pedro Bautista is the leadoff hitter for the Akron Rubber Ducks in this season here and in this sim. And he's going to swing right through a fastball there, four-seamer right down the middle, basically for strike 2. Leandro Ortiz pitching for Erie right now in this game. Here's a 1-2 to Bautista. That's a ground ball. That one's going to get on through and into center field. And there's the first hit for Bautista as a professional here in AA. So he's on here with 1 out for Dwayne May, who is at the plate here, and he's going to try and steal second base, and he is going to get thrown out. And, you know, if that wasn't a pitch out right there, I definitely think Bautista would have been able to get there safely. He actually made that a really close play, even with the pitch out. He got a good jump right there, but not able to successfully steal the bat. Here's Robert Ross in his first at-bat of his professional career here in AA. And a full count pitch to him here. That's a line drive, and that one is caught right to left fielder for the first out of the bottom of the second inning. And Erie has already scored 3 runs here in this game. They've got the lead and they've got control in this game. Now we're going to go bottom of the 3rd inning, and here's Nick Stedman to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning. So again, really impressed by his stats and where they're at, and he's a 69 overall going into this season here. And that's a cutter here, swung on and driven into the outfield, and that one is caught out there in left fielder. Kind of busy here in this game for Erie early on. So now we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th, and I mean, almost every time these hitters are leading off their innings right now, as Bautista's leading off the 4th, and it looks like Ortiz faced the minimum through 3 innings in this game to start off with there. But there's a line drive, another base hit here by Bautista. Huge swing right there, and he's on again. Well, faced the minimum and, you know, gave up a hit in the 1st inning, but there is a swing and a miss. That's a strikeout, and that's out number 1 here in this inning. This is a pretty nice and filthy pitch right here by Ortiz. Way out in front of that was Tucker there for the strikeout. So now 1 down in the inning. Draymond May is at the plate again, and he's going to swing right through that slider for strike 2. And man, Ortiz has been pretty on fire in this game. He's been really, really good here. 2-2 pitch. And once again, trying to go to second base. Pitch way inside, and he is thrown out pretty easily right there, actually. That one not even as close of a play as the last play was, and a good throw by the catcher right there to get the out. So Bautista trying to show off his wheels and his stolen base potential, but not able to do it right now. And there's a four-seamer right down the middle, swung on and missed by Dwayne May for the strikeout. And Ortiz still has technically faced the minimum through 4 innings in this game. May was way late on that pitch. So end of 4 innings, still 3-0 Seawolves. So here we go, the bottom of the 6th, leading off the inning again is Nick Stedman. Wow, Ortiz has been just absolutely on fire in this game. He's been almost untouchable all night long. And here's Nick Stedman. He's going to ground it over to second base, or the shortstop actually. Stop there. Nick Stedman is not able to beat that play out, and he's going to be a ground out victim. So now we're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Pedro Bautista is still the only guy to get hits in this game for Akron. That is insane. 2 for 2 on the day, and there's a slider into the outfield here. This one, though, is going to be caught for the out, and that's out number 1 in the inning. So first time that he's been retired in this game, but Ortiz, man, still has technically gone. Wow, he's still technically gone all this time without anybody. I mean, somebody's reached base every time, but Robert Ross is at the plate now, and he's going to swing. He hits this four-seam fastball deep into the outfield, and that ball is gone! Home run, Robert Ross. His first of his professional career. And the shutout is broken here in the 7th inning, as the Rubber Ducks are finally on the scoreboard here. It is 3-1. 387 feet there on the distance to the outfield, and I mean, Ortiz no longer pitching the minimum in this game, as they're going to go and actually that's going to be the hook for him here in this bowl game, as they're going to make a pitching change in this one. And now Nick Stedman is at the plate, and a team that wasn't able to do anything. I don't know why I didn't show you his at bat right there, actually. That is my bad and my mistake. But I do think he grounded out or something and moved the runner from second to third base. I don't know why you're trying to tag up on that play. That play was that's a mistake right there. I mean, that was way too shallow. You don't have a fast enough runner to make that play possibly work. He is out by a mile right here at home plate. Well, so now we're in the bottom of the 9th inning, and we're actually going to hop in here because we have a top draft pick for the Erie Seawolves from last year, Emmanuel Cummings. Trying to remember what this AA team is, their Major League affiliate, and I don't remember exactly, but Cummings, 18 years old, 61 overall, a top-flight relief pitching prospect, 72 K per nine, 63 hit per nine, 43 walk per nine, and 44 home run per nine. And those per nines aren't amazing, but he's got excellent velocity, 99 velocity. Those pitches, 97 miles an hour for the four-seamer and the cutter. His sinker is at 91 miles an hour too. So really think he's got a lot of speed with his pitches, and a huge strikeout potential right here, as he's going to get a strikeout right there on a pitch. Brilliant pitch right there at the top of the zone. There is number 1 for Cummings in his career. Here's Pedro Bautista, 2 for 3 on the day so far. Got out his last time up here, as that's a pop-up in the infield to the third baseman. That play is made, and the catch is made there for out number 2. So 2 outs in the bowl game now, and the Rubber Ducks down to the last out here in this game. Here's Carson Tucker, over 3 with a strikeout in this game to this point. And here's Cummings. That's a fly ball. A cutter here, driven into the outfield, and still on the move is the left fielder. He is going to make the catch And that's going to end the game as Erie holds on and wins this one 3-1 off of the back of an excellent performance from Leandro Ortiz in this one, as the Rubber Ducks only get 5 hits and 1 run today. A home run by Robert Ross in the bottom of the 8th inning was the only run scored tonight. Also, not an excellent day offensively for some of these prospects. So we did get to see a top-flight relief pitcher here come into the game and make an impact, and that was pretty cool to see Cummings get into the game and see him pitch here. We really haven't shown you a lot of these top-flight relief pitching prospects in this game, but I think we might want to do an episode focused on that. I mean, I've already recorded quite a bit in this season, but kind of towards the end of the year, I might want to do an episode that's kind of focused on players like that. But for the Erie Seals, not any offensive players to really hone in on and focus on for them prospect-wise. But, you know, you got an RBI from Herrera, Kaboom, and Baker, a triple from Kaboom there. And you look at this this box score for them on offense. And Leandro Ortiz was absolutely excellent in this game. He was fantastic. 7 innings, only 3 hits, 1 run allowed, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. And then Emmanuel Cummings getting the save. He pitched a perfect 9th inning, getting a strikeout in that 9th inning. And again, until the home run by Robert Ross, Leandro Ortiz had technically faced the minimum. He had gone like 18 up and 18 down, something like that to begin the game. You know, if you count the, you know, because Bautista tried to steal 2 bags and he couldn't do it. So, yeah, Bautista and Ross were responsible for 3 of the 5 hits in this one, as you had Bautista go 2 for 4. Robert Ross went 1 for 4, or 1 for 3 with a home run and an RBI. And X-Demon, unfortunately, went 0 for 3 in this game. We didn't get to really see him do much of anything today. But that's going to be it for that episode and that game. And we got one more game to show you here in this episode, everybody. And we're going to go to the Mexico City Diablos farm system. And despite the Diablos making the playoffs last year, again, the draft order was not actually decided by a Major League record last year because, you know, it was decided on what the Major League draft order was and, you know, the teams that I used to replace these teams. So the Diablos got a pretty high draft pick in last year's draft, and they used their first-round selection to take infielder and shortstop Salvatore Nieve, who, you know, a guy that's mid-A potential and one of the top prospects in baseball here. He looks fantastic. He's got an excellent arm there at 80 overall, and, I mean, 65 overall total. But I like where his fielding is at. It's not amazing, but he's got really good arm there. He's got decent fielding ratings, and his hitting ratings are awesome, too. I mean, 48 and 55 contact ratings, 52 and 63 power ratings. His vision is at 58, pretty good right there. Discipline at 56. So, Nieve at 22 years old, I think is just a couple of years away from a Major League appearance. He looks really, really interesting right now. And then they also have Robert Hassel, who's not a draft pick, but a top prospect either way, a potential here, and a well-rounded player, not excellent or not elite at anything here, but I like where his fielding is at. It's pretty decent there, but 52 and 47 contact ratings, 48 and 44 power ratings. So, again, I think he's probably 2, maybe 3 more years away from being in the majors, but we'll see what he can do, and we'll see how much he can develop this season. But he's also an outfielder to look forward to in the future for the Diablos. And, you know, another guy, we're actually moving over to the other team here that we're focusing on. And one more guy to focus on is Enrique Garcia. And I don't know what his potential is at exactly, but I think he's a mid-B potential guy. And, you know, his hitting ratings right now are pretty underdeveloped. He's only 18 years old. And his contact versus righties is not very good at only 33 right now. But his fielding is actually pretty good. 76 fielding there, 62 arm, and, you know, his accuracy is not great, but his reaction is pretty good. But I would say Garcia is pretty far away from being in the majors, probably 3 or 4 years away from being in the bigs. But we will still showcase him, and we'll still show his at-bats as well. The Birmingham Barons are this AA team, and I don't remember who this Major League affiliate is, actually. I really can't remember for you, but either way, we're showing off Nieve and Garcia in this game, and here is Salvatore Nieve's first professional at bat here in AA against Geoff Kidston. Here, that's a ground ball right to third base, and that is going to be the out here to end the top of the first inning. Birmingham has already got a run, and here is Garcia to lead off the top of the second inning. So I'm not sure why I'm showing you his last game stats. This is his first plate appearance of his career here in AA. That's a fly ball, and that is caught by the right fielder. I believe Robert Hassel is this team's center fielder right now, as he's going to come up to the plate here for the first time this season. So he's got a man on here. Nobody out on the bottom of the second inning here. And an 0-2 count on him here, as that's a slider. Swung on and missed, and that was a slider that was right down the middle of the plate. I mean, I think he was early on this pitch right here, if I would have to guess, but for Robert Hassel, that is a extremely hittable pitch. You got to take advantage of that one right there. That was right down the middle of the plate. He got really early on that slider. I guess he wasn't looking for that kind of a pitch there in that count. Well, here's Nieve up again. He's got 2 men on and 2 men out here. He's going to swing early at that slider outside and got it to short. And the shortstop runs it over to second base to get the out himself. So Garcia is up again. Here we're in the top of the fourth inning now. It's still 1-0 game. And Garcia is going to pop it up in the infield. First baseman calling for it. He makes the catch to end the top of the fourth inning. As Hassel is back up again. 0 for 1 with a strikeout here, bottom of the fourth. And 1 out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch of this at-bat. There's a line drive right back up the middle. And he hit that curveball very well. Good timing on that pitch, and he hit it right back where it came from. There's the first hit for Hassel this year. One more look at this swing right here. And, yeah, I mean, that's not an awful pitch necessarily by this pitcher, but Hassel squared that ball up and drove it right back up the middle of the plate. So now we're in the bottom of the sixth, and nothing doing there. Hassel did not come around to score or anything after that single. Now Salvatore Nieve is up, and he's going to drive this one deep into right field. That one's down and off the wall as Nieve is going to make his way to second base. He has got a double. That's his first professional hit here in AA, and 2 on, nobody out for Robert Hassel to come up here, his second at-bat of the game. 1 for 2 with a single right there. Well, right now, last time, that's what they're looking for him to do here. He's going to swing at this pitch, and he's going to drive that one down and off the wall for extra bases here, as he's going to move it to second, but he's safe there. But I messed up here in the base running department. I did not actually send Salvatore Nieve home right here, and so he's going to be thrown out at home plate. So that is a really bad base running blunder by me. That is totally my fault right there. I apologize for that one, because that should have been Salvatore Nieve coming in to score, and that should have been an RBI for Robert Hassel. That is unfortunate, but luckily the next guy up here does kind of rectify my mistake a little bit and gets another extra base hit down the line that brings home both runners, and including Hassel. So that's a huge swing right there, as that actually gives the Flying Squirrels the lead here now in this sixth inning. It is 2-1 now. Swing and a drive just down the line there, and fair in the corner. Now Rios here is at the plate, and he is going to swing and score that ball up. Line drive right back up the middle into the outfield, and that's going to score and bring home another run. And the Trash Pandas are up 3-1. I don't know why I said Flying Squirrels. That is another AA team, but it's not this one. As Garcia here at the plate in the top of the seventh inning. That's a fly ball. That is caught in center, and he's going to be 0 for 3 in this game, it looks like. Unless he gets another at-bat, which is possible. We'll just have to see there. Now Salvatore Nieve is back up again. 1 for 3 with a double last time up. He's got a man on here. There's a fly ball. This one is going to be down the line. That one's going to land in fair territory. Hernandez is to the wall. He picks it up here. But around third comes the runner. The throw to the plate. He's not in time. And Salvatore Nieve with a double down the line and an RBI. So his second extra base hit of the game and his first RBI here of his professional career in Double-A. And that's a big milestone for him right here, as a good slide into home plate right there by the batter gets him home safely. It's 4-1. Flying, or I don't know why I keep saying flying score. It's 4-1 now. Raccoons. That's a fly ball into the outfielder Garcia. I think Garcia is there to make the catch. That throw was a little bit. That throw was a little bit of a bad throw right there. But the Trash Pandas take care of business and they win this game. Rico Garcia does not get another at bat, and they win this one pretty handily in the end, 5-1. They get all their runs from the 6th inning onward in this one. And, you know, honestly, this game, I mean, we saw some of these draft picks make a big impact in this one. Robert Hassel and Salvatore Nieve, both of those guys had pretty big days, and they both had multiple hits in this one today, as we saw the Trash Pandas really take advantage of some hits there in that 6th inning, and they really kind of took the lead and took the game in their own hands here. And I actually really do like the Trash Pandas, the blue color that they have for their uniforms, for their hats and their helmets and their batting gloves. I actually like that blue color a lot. It really matches well with the white uniforms that they got going on there. But yeah, Enrique Garcia only had 3 at-bats in this one and did not do really anything. He was over 3 in this one. And overall, Birmingham had nothing going offensively. They only got 2 hits all day. The Rocket City Trash Pandas, on the other hand, they had 12 hits today, and Salvatore Nieve had 2 of them, and an RBI. He should have had a run scored as well, but that's, that was, again, my bad right there. But 2 doubles and an RBI for him, and Robert Hassel was 2 for 4 as well with a run scored. Should have got an RBI as well in this one, but he got a double and a base hit. 2 more RBIs belonging to Urbina. Rios had an RBI as well, and so did Hernandez for Rocket City. So that's a look at the box score there on the batting department for Rocket City, and that is going to be the end of this episode, everybody. Man, thank you so much for watching this one, everybody. You've been listening to Lucas from Mars, man. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this type of content from me. Thank you so much to everybody that has subscribed. We have a couple of new recent subscribers, so thank you all for your recent support and your recent subscriptions here to the channel. I will be gone for the weekend here, but I'm posting this one on Friday, so I'm making sure I post this game in this episode before I leave for the weekend. But we will have a FIU rebuild, actually, coming up next time. That's the next episode that I've got for you. I wanted to play another game for the FIU Dynasty, but we will have the UTEP game for you next time here, and that'll come out next week. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. I will see all you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend, everybody. You've been listening to Lucas Johnson, and God bless.